Hey guys, welcome back to Fairy Wisdom. I am here to help you create a happy, healthy, and wealthy life. Thank you all so much for being here, for all the likes, shares, and subscribes, everyone who is booking personal readings and sending in those donations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So first and foremost, I want to shout out to one of our family members, one of our members of this community, Dominique. Or her name is Dom. If you ever see her in the comments, she's in there quite a bit. This beautiful, wonderful soul sent me a candle. So I want to show you. She makes candles, okay? So look how, first of all, look how beautifully it's burning. And this is her self-love candle, okay? She offers different kinds of candles, but she sent this to me. There's different herbs in here. She sent it with a beautiful little crystal. And here. Yeah, so, and like, also the thing that I really love the most about this gift is the letter that she sent. It was absolutely beautiful. It was very touching. Like, I almost couldn't read it because I was like almost in tears. Like, it was so gorgeous. So look how well it's burning. Like, you know, I just stinking love it. So I'm gonna put her she's given me permission. I'm gonna put her email in the description box. So if anyone is interested in reaching out to her to purchase a candle, please absolutely reach out to her. I do know she had mentioned she was going to do a lot more local selling, but she did say it was okay. So if you're interested in a spiritual candle made with intention, definitely reach out to her. It's beautiful. It smells wonderful. It's burning fantastic. And she also included like a paper with like things that, you know, like if the fire is burning a certain way, or if there's smoke and what it means and things. So it's very well-rounded, very put together piece. And yeah, so I love it. Thank you so much. I got it today and I've already put my intention into it, lit it as soon as I could. I was just so excited. It smells phenomenal. So yeah. Anyways, all right, so we are going to do a pick a card, okay? All right, so what to choose from? What deck are we? You know, usually I already know which deck we're going to choose from. We're going to choose from this deck. All right. Aye, Captain. I hope that everyone's having a fantastic day, a wonderful Monday, great start to the week, or whatever day it is for you. I know that a lot of my viewers, it might be Tuesday already. So I hope you're having a great Tuesday. Oh, goodness. For me, it was a pretty productive day. I like productivity, whether it be self-care, self-love, or just actual productivity. All right, 3 cards for the collective to choose from, please. I heard actually 2. I don't know why we're reeling it back into 2 decks, or 2 piles. One more. Okay. Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I love that. New beginnings, creative force, confidence in what you're doing. Just, I also feel like there's like this self-confidence going on, like reigniting within you. Just kind of, I don't know, you know, when you wake up in the morning and instead of wearing sweats all day, you want to look nice even if you don't have anywhere to go, and you know, just things like that. Just building that confidence within yourself in little tiny ways of self-love, right? Doing your hair, putting on your makeup, right? Okay. So Tim, this came out in reverse. So I'm not sure about that. I'm gonna hold it like this. and I'll let you choose, okay? So Temperance in reverse is going to be pile 1, and pile 2 is going to be the Strength card. I am going to hold it upright so that way maybe you can be drawn to the picture or whatever it may be. But yeah, so Temperance is number 14 and Strength is number 8. Pile 1. If you chose this Temperance card, I feel like maybe, so the reverse, things being out of balance, I think that that's changing. I think that the synchronicity of how it's lining up with the fact that, you know, when I do the piles, when I choose the timestamps, a lot of times I intentionally choose numbers that are synchronistic. So the fact that we were at 555, 555s talk about a lot of change, a lot of positive change. And we've got the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck and transformation. And the World card underneath that, and then the Tower underneath that. Are you fucking kidding me? Holy cow. And the Four of Wands. Yeah. So there could have been a situation that was not balanced. Okay. A situation that was out of balance. And I think that with this change, with this 555 coming in, whether it be a personal situation, something within yourself, or, you know, a situation with somebody else, I just feel like there is some sort of balance that's coming into play here, all right? And I think it's going to start with, you know, maybe some sort of conversation. I don't know. There just seems to be, it's like whether or not if this is with somebody else, you completely let somebody else back in your life or not, that may not be the case, but there may be like some sort of truth or some sort of conversation that's had that's kind of like you speaking your truth, they're going to speak their truth. Things are going to kind of, you know, there's like the tension is going to go. All right, it's just going to subside, and you know, life is going to move forward. Okay, that is for some, if not all of you. Let's see, let's get these a little more organized. That's another thing. I feel like with this, in your personal space and in your personal life, things maybe are not completely balanced. I feel like a lot of you are going through some sort of adjustment phase, right? Things are changing, especially external for you, and so I think that there's just this need to kind of reorganize, and I think that you are going to work on that. I think that that's something that's kind of, no pun intended, in the cards, okay? Who am I channeling right now? Somebody who's got some dad jokes, okay? I like that. Yeah, so good times. I like that. Yeah, I feel like any chaos or trouble or anything is going to kind of subside. You know, especially if it's within your brain, right? Even if it's not external to you, it's within yourself. Once you are getting organized and cleaning things up and really kind of, you know, putting the pieces back together, I feel like that chaos and that, you know, it's like disorganization, which makes it hard for you to like function. That's really going to kind of go away, and there's going to be definitely, you know, there's some sort of drive that's going to come back, especially if like if there is something like not balanced between you and somebody else, and there's a conversation that needs to be had here. Yeah, it could be a family member, it could be a friend, it's somebody that you care about, that you have, you know, this isn't just an acquaintance that you had like, you know, a beef with, or somebody at work that you barely know. This is somebody who really means something to you, somebody who, you know, if you're not getting along, if things are not right between you two, there's a, like, definitely, you know, a small seed that's kind of like planted within you that it's growing. It may be bothering you subconsciously, not necessarily consciously, because I feel like if you, you know, really let this person go, there's probably a good reason for it, right? Let's see here. It could also be like a grandparent, okay? For some of you, there is a grandparent involved in this like truce that's going on. I feel like this grandparent actually may be passed away. They may be on the other side, and they could be influencing you to maybe kind of bring this back together here, or just, again, like I said, speak your truth, allow them to speak their truth, and, you know, it's a wash, right? Like, that doesn't mean you have to let them back in your life. It's just about releasing the tension. That's it. Releasing the tension, okay? Yeah. Yeah, again, I do feel like there is some sort of ancestor, a grandparent, a great-grandparent, or something. You're really starting to hear the clear, concise messages that this person is giving to you, in all sorts of direction, whether it be not only limited to as far as this relationship goes, but also within yourself and in your life. And, you know, I feel like you're very tapped in and very connected to this person, okay? This spirit, they're definitely with you. For some of you, it's like more than one that you're really tapped into and hearing from. And if that's the case, then you are, wow, you are able to discern who is speaking to you at what time. It's like, you know who the messages are coming from, and that's wonderful. That's a great gift to have. But you also know that things are kind of, you know, it's important to kind of get things reorganized and put things in their place and stuff like that, because there is some blooming that's going to be happening in your life. Things are going to start growing, and evolving, I'm hearing. So there is a need to kind of make sure that you're ready, right? Get ready, stay ready, so you don't have to get ready, right? Mm-hmm. Somebody needs to buy a calendar, a new calendar, like for 2022. Expect that calendar to be full, and, you know, be prepared to, like, actually use it, okay? Oh, goodness. Messages for... Ooh. Yeah, we got the fire card. Like I said, reigniting some sort of flame. But also there's a focus on the solar plexus here, which is your like will, your drive, your motivation, okay? And this is, you know, it's definitely something, and the fire talks about the future also. So I do feel like this, you know, things are kind of reigniting here for you, all right, to get ready and set yourself up for, you know, the future, like what is to come. I feel like you are, you know, aligning with what is to come. Man, that flame is really burning really nicely. I'm sorry. Okay, and we're talking about fire, and I was distracted by that flame and how it's burning nicely. Like, I feel like that's, you know, synchronistic there. Like, this reignition, this, like, relighting the flame within you, it's going to burn very nicely, very bright, and like a tall flame, like something that cannot be snuffed easily, okay? Yeah. I love that. Yeah, so things are definitely just coming. If things felt out of balance, you know, take the little steps to kind of, you know, what you can do. Like I said, reorganizing your space, you know, putting things in their place, and You know, if they don't have a place, find, they don't have a face. If they don't have a place, find the things a home, right? Just making sure that, you know, when you declutter your space, you declutter your mind. And so that way things can flow smoothly. You know, your thoughts and things like that can flow smoothly as well. Messages for pile 1, please. I do feel like, again, notice how on this one, like the right here, like the crown and the third eye and the throat chakra are kind of focused on as well. With that, yeah, I do feel like that's a main thing that's kind of opening up for you right now also. And the fact that it's red is kind of making me think of the root chakra. So I do feel like externally you're getting things organized and realigned, and I think that your chakras are also doing the same internally. That's phenomenal. No. Okay. Whoa. Why you always gotta fall on the floor like that? Yeah, so we got the star seed elemental, okay? Look, and we've got balanced at the bottom of the deck. Like, I could not make this shit up. Okay. So this talks about how, like, adulting can be really lame and really just kind of mundane and kind of taking you out of, you know, the present moment and things like that. But it's all about, like getting reorganized within that. Like, okay, so on these days, you know, like this is when I'm going to pay these bills, and this is when I'm going to pay these bills, and this, you know, la di da di da, and this is when I'm going to do this for work and this for work and blah 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 blah. You know, just kind of organizing your life and putting it back together here. And so then kind of like when things are kind of like, when the adulting part of life, when the matrix part of life is on a schedule, then you know when you have those moments where you can, you know, kind of get back on that spiritual level and not be so, you know, be a little bit more present in the moment and live for the now and things like that, right? Because you have all of them, the matrixy things planned out. You know when those need to happen, when those come into play. So I think that that's kind of what, if you're not doing that right now, I do feel like it's very important that you kind of do that right now, because you're you know, getting ready to step into a time where you'll wish that you had if you didn't. Something about your taxes, some of you need to kind of do a little research as far as your taxes goes, okay? For those of you who haven't paid your taxes in the last couple of years or done your taxes in the last couple of years, I highly suggest you do them this year. For those of you that always do your taxes, nice. I don't know. There's something about taxes that may be different this year, okay? So be prepared for that. Maybe do a little research. Some of you may actually hire somebody to do your taxes. I know a lot of times online they make it very simple to do your own, but I feel like this year there may be a lot of you, because of things, very complex things, it may benefit you to hire somebody else, right? You may actually, you know, even though you have to pay somebody to do it, you may actually be saving more money because they know what they're doing, okay? I feel like this year is going to be a lot of figuring out that, you know, we can't all be experts of everything, but there is an expert of whatever somewhere, right? So using your resources in order to you know what I'm saying, access these experts, take advantage of their knowledge, not take advantage of, but you know what I'm saying, like use their knowledge, right? Who was it? Thomas Edison? Was it Thomas Edison? Maybe. You know, he was like, why something like, why do I need to know everyone when I have a staff full of experts in all different areas when I can just ask them? Why do I need to have all of that knowledge? So I feel like that's kind of something that maybe a lesson that you're going to learn this year in 2022, right? Also, learning that you don't have to do it all on your own. Okay? That kind of coincides there. You definitely don't have to do that all on your own, all right? So we've got the Goddess card here. Pile 1, I do feel like this is the energy that you're stepping into. You're stepping into your, you know, divine feminine energy. Things are balancing within your divine feminine energy here, okay? But there's, you know, this card shows a picture of the same woman at different ages, okay? And so I feel very much so, again, this kind of coincides with the balance and the temperance. And I'm also hearing a little bit of patience, like, right, you've been very, very patient for this time in your life to come to you here. But yeah, it just feels like all of these different ages, right? At the younger age, there were lessons learned. You know, in the middle age, there were lessons learned, and now you are spiritually in this like older, wiser age. Even if you are very young, you are using and recognizing all of the lessons and all the different stages of your life and kind of combining them and stepping into this goddess power. There is some sort of surprise that may be coming towards you, okay? So be prepared for like some sort of something that you don't expect, okay, to come towards you here. Could be some sort of change in emotions. Change in direction. Some sort of, again, we've got a 5 out here, so change. There's some sort of change. So expect it. I feel like it's sudden, almost like see, like there's lightning striking down and this woman is holding a sword and a flame, right? And there's these fairies around her and it's a 5 of water. So I feel like there's, you know, all elements are combined here. Things are really working in your favor, and I do feel like there is some sort of sudden change, okay? Something very unexpected coming towards you, all right? I do feel like you've worked really hard. The word adversity is coming to mind. Also, this woman looks like a warrior, right? So I feel like you fought really hard to get where you are. So be prepared. Be prepared for these blessings and these exciting things to happen for you. Look, we've got the Wheel of the Year and then wisdom underneath that, okay? Be prepared for these things to happen for you because you've worked so hard to get there, all right? Okay. Whoa. This just kind of popped right out. You may have to like defend yourself to somebody, okay? There may be a conversation where you have to defend yourself to somebody, potentially to your family about some decisions that you've made or things that you're doing or whatever it may be, okay? So be prepared for that. I just feel like speak your truth is the best advice that I have for that. You know what I'm saying? Just be honest and speak your truth, okay? Messages for pile 1, please. That is a lot. also feel like this energy of you feeling very like warrior woman, like I've got to fight my way through life, is changing and switching into this goddess energy, okay? Into this like I'm on my throne. I don't need to constantly be fighting to enjoy life, right? So we've got the Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, the Star, the Tower, the Seven of Cups. The word confusion and illusions is definitely coming to mind here. I feel like there's a moment where you're figuring out where the illusions may have been coming from, where the confusion may have been coming from, and you're kind of like healing from this this energy of being confused and not knowing what's going on or not knowing what's next, or you know what I mean? It's almost just like this realization of like everything is perfectly in divine order, and I don't need to feel overwhelmed with emotions and confusion. And you know, my intuition is definitely always on point here. Something about like a moth to a flame here. That may mean something to some of you. But again, look, we've got the Seven of Wands here, okay? There is some sort of energy about you needing to defend yourself. Tell me about this. Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, the Stars, Tower, Seven of Cups. There may be some people that are not extremely happy about the tension going away between you and this other person, okay? What is the Seven of Cups? Yeah, they don't want to talk. They don't want to talk about it. They're not happy about it. Yeah, you may, and this could be a totally other relationship, okay? It could be somebody in your work or something that maybe there was a little spat. Somebody found out that you were getting along with them again or something like that. There, and for some of you also, there's this energy of somebody realizing that you are working hard in more than one direction. You're making efforts in more than one direction, planting more than one seed, growing more than one, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, things are growing for you and really getting to a good solid point. And I feel like there's one or more people that are almost disappointed by your success. And that is upsetting. I do think that they definitely keep an eye on you on social media here. Yeah. This took a weird turn, didn't it? I don't have any more decks. We'll just use this one. What's some advice? Advice for pile 1. I do think that whatever this tension is, wherever it's stemming from between you and whomever, right? Once it is diffused, once it is, calmed down, once it is, whatever, once this conversation happens, I do feel like there are opportunities. It's almost like this was like kind of a blockage. I do feel like there are opportunities that will just kind of come flooding in here for you, okay? Okay, so advice is like commit to what you're working towards, right? Commit to a schedule, commit to, because even if it's like on your own terms, and building things on your own, right? Like your own business or something of that nature, make sure that you're working steadily, like you're committing to a schedule. You know what I'm saying? Like a self-care schedule, a work schedule, a whatever it may be. Things come up and you want to live in the present moment, absolutely. But make sure that you are committing to, something that kind of keeps your life in order, all right? Some of you may be changing directions as far as seeds that you're planting, okay? And also, and this may come to a surprise to you because of some sort of opportunity that comes for you. It just may feel more fitting for you. It's okay to change directions, right? It's okay because, like, it's just like, what's meant to be yours will always be yours. And, it's just like with Sarah and Abraham, right? God promised Sarah a baby with Abraham, and she laughed at him. She didn't think it would happen. She took it upon herself, and then things kind of went the wrong way, right? But then she still got her son. She still got her baby, right? God still kept his promise. And so it's like this opportunity is kind of like your baby, right? That may be coming, right? You may have took the reins and made decisions to do things on your own. And while they were serving you, right, at the time, it may not be what's meant to be for you. So it may be a surprise to you what opportunities come your way. So just be prepared for that. Okay? Okay. All right. Thank you, pile 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and we will see you next time. Pile 2. If you chose a strength card, so I'm really drawn to the fact that it's an elephant, and you know how elephants remember everything, and they also, they feel emotions. They connect to each other. They actually form, real families. Not saying that other animals don't, but if an elephant's mother passes away, like the elephant gets very, very depressed, right? Like and very sad. And so, and that's just an example, but they form connections. They have human-like relationships is what I'm trying to say here. So I do feel like, connections may be coming into play here, okay? You may be starting to make new connections, but you may also be going through like a remembrance or like a healing of healing old connections as well, all right? Ones that maybe have caused you some emotional turmoil in the past. But this is a time where it's like healing, right? Like you have the courage and the strength and the endurance to heal these relationships. But there is also just this energy of like remembering just remembering in general, okay? Like whatever it may be, right? Like maybe you have some like suppressed memories from your childhood, or this could be remembering things from like past lifetimes, or maybe like making connections between things that are synchronistic into people and things in your life. Like there's just this, it's just kind of like almost making a lot of connections, right? Like I think you know what I mean. Okay. There may be somebody trying to cause trouble on the home front, okay? I don't mean to laugh, but it's just a way. I don't ever say that, home front. So it's like, I wonder who I'm channeling. Not financial trouble, it just seems like somebody trying to cause trouble, okay? Somebody who's maybe like sitting in the background that you're not even aware of. They're not even on your radar, and they're like planning things behind the scenes, right? Understand that no weapon formed against you shall prosper, and you know, they can try all they want, but you know, they're not going to get anywhere, okay? Because you're very, very strong, and you're very resilient, and you've come very, very far, and like I'm here like no man left behind. So like, you know, I just feel like your ancestors and your spiritual team and God are not going to let these people come in and change your course. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. I'm hearing hell no. Okay. Messages for pile 2, please. Hell no. I'll look at those and see if they... Could be a fire sign involved here, all right? But I do feel like, yeah, somebody's just wanting to come and like put out your flame, right? Somebody's wanting to come and just, you know, just stop it, right? But then we've got this chakra fairy here, okay? This is an ancestor or an actual fairy, or, you know, a somebody in the divine, on your divine team that is like, no, no, I'm sorry. This doesn't work for me. Because pile 2 was on a really good track of like moving forward in their life. And so like, no, just no. Like, so instead, I'm going to go ahead and send all this intention back to you, and you can just take it and eat it, and, you know, go from there. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, you're like super protected, pile 2. Don't worry. Don't you worry about a thing, okay? Don't you dare worry about a thing. I don't know why I always try to shuffle that deck like that. Yeah, I feel like there are definitely some people trying to do some like voodoo bullshit. Alright, don't worry about it though, for real. I think I said this in the last video, right? Energy is energy, and it can be alchemized however you feel. So if you feel that energy coming towards you, alchemize it in some sort of way, right? But I don't even feel like this energy is reaching you. I don't. I feel like it's like stopped before it even, you know, reaches your front doorstep. okay? So don't worry about it. Forget about it. Oh. Messages from pile 2, please. Ooh, pile 2, you are really looking good, okay? There's definitely a growth going on in your abundance. Expect, you know, some financial growth happening for you, all right? In unexpected ways, okay? Like you're not gonna see it coming. That's the whole point. Just trust, all right? But I do feel like, yeah, there's a big transformation also going on in your love life, all right? This could be platonic, romantic, whatever it may be. There's some sort of transformation going on in your love life. I do feel like it is romantic though, especially with this beauty card here. Like these swans kind of remind me of, like, you know, the twin flame journey, or, you know, whatever that may be. But I do, yeah, there's definitely some sort of, I'm hearing all kinds of transformations going on within you, okay? So if you have been getting a lot of rest lately, like maybe just feeling like all I want to do is sleep, I do feel like you're healing in your sleep, okay? Your sleep is also very protected. I feel like you're kind of being reborn right now, pile 2. Yeah. I just thought of the Grinch. So I feel like your heart is gonna grow 3 times. Like, how does that go? Like, you know, like where he talks about that Christmas, my heart grew 3 times. I don't know. I do feel like your heart. Look, I just said healing. Fuck me. Yeah, journey to wholeness and furred and feather friends. Okay, so if you have any pets or anything you were worried about, don't be worried. But also pay attention to them. They have messages for you, okay? Sacral chakra, okay? So there's a lot of creation that's going to be coming out of you, wanting to come out of you. So follow those nudges, right? If you suddenly feel like you want to paint, go do it. If you feel like you want to write, go do it. If you know, I feel like also for some of you, your medium of creation, like your whatever you use, it may shift, okay? It could be a small shift or it could be a large shift, okay? For some of you, maybe you paint and you might switch to just drawing. Some of you, you may paint and you might switch to writing, okay? It could be small or very large, okay? So just, and when I talk about creation, it's anything. As you know, it doesn't have to be painting, writing, drawing, any of those things. Creation is everything. So that's just what comes to mind. But pay attention to your animals, okay? Because they have something to tell you, and not just the animals that you house in your own home, but also animals that are around you, okay? Birds and all of those things, okay? So they're, you know, if you're watching these things, you're getting signs and synchronicities from the universe. You know, maybe you aren't recognizing what they're trying to tell you. Look it up, right? Look up the spiritual meaning of this particular animal or whatever, and there may be something in that message for you as well. But I do feel like the universe is trying to speak to you through animals at this time, especially if you have a pet, okay, at home, all right? Pay attention to your pets, all right? It's very, very important. But yeah, I just, yeah. Definitely some healing going on here. And that card is green, so I feel like within your heart chakra, it's almost like Your heart is being de-iced. Like it was kind of frozen. And it's melting. I mean, I'm melting. Okay, so whoever was sending you that negative energy could be melting. They could be, like, you know, metaphorically, they could be like, you know, their gifts, their all of that stuff could be kind of melting away from them a little bit here. All right. So, you know, the bad witch is the witch is dead, the wicked witch is dead. Oh Lordy, I got that message before. When do you think these wicked witches are gonna learn? I'm just wondering. Do you think they're ever gonna learn? Oh my Lordy B. Look, pile 1 got the goddess, and then pile 2 you've got the god. So this is the masculine form of the goddess, right? And then we've got the 2 of air. So yeah, I just feel like, you know, maybe your masculine energy is really kind of balancing out here, your thoughts and things of that nature. Something about a yes or no question. If you have a yes or no question, the answer is yes, okay? Whatever that is, I don't know. That could, you know, if you have a yes or no question, the answer is yes. But look how the god has like 2 bears down here. Yeah, I feel like pay attention to your animals, but you're stepping into your strength, you're stepping into your power here, and you're really healing this masculine energy. You know, when you're healing, like an unhealed masculine is somebody who, you know, works all the time and go, and, you know, is constantly striving. And there's other parts of that, but I just feel like a lot of times that's kind of what it comes to, right? Because the masculine energy feels like the provider, right? So, you know, that kind of takes away from it's like the center of the masculine energy being the provider. And so if you feel like you're constantly having to strive and move forward and do things of that nature, that's balancing out for you, okay? Understanding that the universe and God will always take care of you. This next full moon might be synchronistic. It might be really important for you, for your masculine energy. Some of you, again, there's a decision that needs to be made here, okay? And I feel like you're very back and forth on this decision. Go for it. The answer is yes. Yes. Okay? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Mm-hmm. There is somebody who's trying to stir up something, though. Definitely trying to stir up something, okay? They are wanting to kind of pull you back into the dark here, all right? Look, you made it up, and they're like wanting to pull you back down. Really, you know, usually you would look at this card and think, oh, well, this person is wanting to pull this person up. But the energy that I'm feeling from this card is that this person is wanting to pull this person back down, especially when it's after this card where this person is clearly stirring something up, okay? Because, you know, in order for this person to be able to pull this person up, okay, this person has to want to come up here, and I don't think that they want to into the light, all right? I just don't. So I think they have too much over here, too much fun. They enjoy this too much, okay? And it's no coincidence that this person is doing this under the moon, and at the bottom of the deck we have moon secrets over here, okay? And underneath that is rescued. So yes, I do feel like somebody is trying to send you some sort of energy. Again, I don't feel like it reaches you at all, ever, okay? And this person is kind of running out of things to do. You know, it's almost like some sort of like, you know, they call them like a kitchen witch, somebody who doesn't really know what they're doing, okay? They think that they do, but they don't realize, you know, how it works, how energy works, how intention works. And the problem with it is because they're not conscious, like their state of consciousness is not to a point of being able to work with the universe in these type of fashions, right? And so, yeah. They're struggling. I'm hearing they're struggling. Okay, messages for pile 2. Look at this. This is somebody who is like trying to manipulate your energy here, okay? But notice that the reflection is actually this person, okay? So it's just coming back to them. I'm hearing they don't have the enough of the imagination, enough of the strength, right? To imagine you here, right? So when they're looking at this reflection, okay, maybe for a second they imagine you and then they start doing whatever, and then immediately it comes back to their reflection, because this person is a very self-centered person. That's very interesting. I don't want to talk about them anymore. Can we not talk about them anymore? If it doesn't work, then why are we talking about them? Oh, goodness. There is somebody who's very much in their feels about you, pile 2, okay? There may be some sort of apology coming towards you, okay? They are reflecting on who they are and their reactions and their actions. I meant to say actions first, so maybe reactions is a big thing for them. Maybe they have a bad temper, okay? Yeah, they're wanting to change. They want to change. They also might want a new cycle with you. For some of you, be careful though, because this person is working with that kitchen witch, right? Who is this person? Why do they even do it? Look, underneath the moon, 3 people. I am also hearing, though, some sort of celebration. You may be going to some sort of celebration. You may be celebrating something, okay? But whoever was involved here, okay, all of this is coming back to them. I swear it is, like almost immediately. And some of you, you would never expect who it's coming from, okay? Like you have no idea. You may think it's one person, but it's probably somebody completely different. Something about like jealousy or envy here, okay? This person just, you know, they admire you, and so they want to bring you down. What the fuck? That is so crazy to me. There is somebody who definitely is daydreaming about you, though, thinking about you a lot. Look, this person is trying everything. Like, they're trying working with water. They're trying to work with candles. They're trying to work with, like, herbs and all sorts of stuff. This person is trying everything and it's just not working. You just keep growing, right? It's almost like they're getting all of the energy that they're sending out, and God's like, listen, I'm just going to keep blessing you tenfold because this person will not stop. Like, they have to watch you rise like this. That's their karma. Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Do we have any advice for pile 2? I'm gonna wrap this up here. Dang, that's a lot. Yeah, this year for you, pile 2, is filled with wish fulfillment, okay? So don't worry about it. Definitely don't worry about this person who cannot. Oh, Lordy be. Yeah, there's some Queen of Pentacles in reverse who's just very depressed about how well you're doing, okay? Because you were on fire. You were moving forward very quickly, okay? We've got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles down here. And the Fool card, like a brand new beginning. Yeah. Yeah, there's somebody who is just like depressed that they cannot work these illusions on you. Okay, this is somebody who is not in their power. This is somebody who, yeah. And they may have been doing this on you and somebody else, and this other person is choosing to come towards you. They want to start a new beginning with you. Okay? Whoever is daydreaming about you in a positive light. Could be a water sign, could be an air sign. Doesn't have to be, but that's what I show here. Okay? Oh, could be an earth sign. Could be any of the signs. Take it as it resonates. Whoever popped in your mind, that's who it is. Okay? All right. Anyways, okay. Well, thank you so much for being here and for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. And we will see you next time.